Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing. Hot Wheels USK case. We already opened the international case from A&J Toys. Now Mattel has sent over the US case. So let's get right to it. F40, that's the big one. That's what makes this case so desirable. That's what makes it. I am assuming now that I have it from Mattel, that means that we should be seeing it in stores if we haven't already. Here in the US, I know it's been seen worldwide for a bit. US can be a little bit behind, but that is okay. Let's just go ahead and open up this awesome case and pull up some, hopefully some F40s. It's always the first thing you got to look for. We see it. It's there, right there. So we know we have at least one. So let's get right to it. We start with the custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT that has the adjustable front end right there. I don't know if you can actually see it, but you can adjust that so that you can make it compatible to the track and then also make it look cool, because there was that time where Hot Wheels was doing all of their basics fully track compatible, which I get, except it really ruined a lot of cool castings that collectors just, anyway. Another story for another time, but I'm glad that era is over. And this comes from that era where they started doing this kind of adjustable splitter up front. All right, Revenger ST, not new, and the Plymouth Superbird art car. Still trying to figure out what the the regular treasure hunt. The McLaren is the super in this one. Dune it up. Hako Type D recolor in red, looks fabulous in red. And the Kowloon Hypervan. That thing got folded up bad, but who cares? Ferrari F40 Competizione. The highlight of this case, without a doubt, is the F40. Obviously, the return of Ferrari. We have the Stradale in the last case, but it's the F40 that is the model that everyone wants. There it is. We'll put it in the highlight pile. Corvette Gasser was the super in the J case. And it looks great in gray. And there is the Flippin' Fast, which is Flippin' Fast. Drift and Brake Maserati Shamal, and as was opened in the L case, and as I have stated numerous times, this thing is so fabulous. The Alfa Romeo Giulia TI Super. They should make this a super treasure hunt. It would be a super treasure hunt of a super. I won't get started. There you go. That thing is fabulous and a highlight for sure. Track Dwagon Mid-Mill and the Street Wiener with the jalapenos. Still looking for the regular treasure hunt, right? Yeah, still looking. Oops. Dune it up. 70 Plymouth Superbird and the Kowloon Hypervan once again. Renault eSpace F1, a very fast van. Lil Roar, which is a Mini because it has the Mini logo on it and on the side and is designed as a Mini. We just, as we've determined, is probably because it's been customized so much as an off-roader that it gets its own name. They don't call it the custom Mini. I assume that was at Mini's request. Another Corvette, Cruise Bruiser, and there is the SF90 Stradale. Fabulous, fabulous casting as well, as we get all Ferrari'd out. I don't think we're going to get sick of Ferrari for at least a little bit. They're going to try and make us sick of it. They're going to test us, but I don't think it's going to happen. 67 Mustang in black is fabulous. Track Dwagon is also fabulous in the 15 Land Rover double cab in red, maroon, kind of a cool maroon red. That one is nice as well. How about this for just a cool color combination? The Lamborghini Miura SV with the Maserati Shamal and the 89 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG. Officially my favorite basic casting and looking so good as a recolor in that color shifting paint. Zinger 21C, and oh look, a Batmobile. Fabulous. Mid-mill. Another mid-mill. And we'll finish off this trio with the Honda Motocompo, the Land Rover Defender in tan, which looks so great. That's not the regular, right? I'm still looking for it. Maybe it was in there, I don't know. And the Toyota GR86 Cup in maroon. What is the regular treasure hunt? No clue. Flippin' Fast, Hako Type D, and the Kowloon Hypervan. There is the McLaren Speedtail. There's another Ford Mustang GT. There's a Cruise Bruiser. As we may have said, and I can't remember if I'm posting this one first or the International first, but we're still trying to determine, and I will talk to Mattel, if this, the McLaren Speedtail in maroon, if this burnt orange on the Super is considered a maroon Spectre Flame, or if they just said, let's just do an entirely different color anyway. Because that is so distinctly different. I am going to try and find out. They both look good. This one's nice. This one's awesome. Just a really, really cool color, that burnt orange. And the way they did the wheels almost look, they almost glow green the way they did it. It's really awesome. Anyway, that's a highlight for sure. That's the Monte Racer. That's not a regular treasure hunt. That's Ferrari F40. It's not a treasure hunt, but everyone's going to want it anyway. And that's the Alfa Romeo Giulia TI Super again. And that is a 67 Mustang, and that is the Porsche 911 Carrera Clip, looking so good in red with black, and that is the Zinger 21C. Lotus Type 49, and oh look, a Batmobile. There goes the divider, and the Renault E-Space F1. Lotus wins that one. There's your regular treasure hunt, and we'll get through the Toyota GR86 Cup and the 17 Ford F-150 Raptor. I was wondering when I opened the International case if I had passed on the regular, did I say Super? Regular treasure hunt, but that is so obvious because it is the Chevrolator, and it has the symbol very much prominent on the body, and because it sits so low, prominent in the packaging. You just know it when you see it. This casting, the Chevrolator, so I can't remember the name of this, but there was a contest that Hot Wheels did, I think, for one of its anniversaries. It might have been 50th, but I feel like it was earlier than that, where they had car makers. Honda was included. I think Nissan did something, where the designers, the actual designers at the manufacturer, not Hot Wheels designers, the car designers who actually do the car designs for these, for in this case Chevrolet, did their own custom Hot Wheels design. They got together and had, I don't know if it was even a competition, but they submitted these, and Hot Wheels made them into cars. So this is like the Chevrolet design teams. What year was this? Oh, it says 2025, so they must have modified it. But this was their submission, and it's really cool, kind of a hot rod. Well, not really a hot rod, but just a, I don't know, it just vibes classic, right? Anyway, just really, really cool design, and a very cool treasure hunt. I'm glad they used that one. It's nice to see that casting back. Crescendo, Lil Roar, and the Land Rover Defender double cab once again. There's the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula One team right there. Mazda RX-3 and the Slide Burn. RX-3 looks cool in black. Mad Mike. There's your second SF90 Stradale. There's the Futurismo and the Terratractyl. Pontiac Aztek Custom. Missing something in the back. 68 Lotus Type 49 and the Audi 90 Quattro in silver or gray or whatever you want to call it. Another Porsche 911 Carrera Clip, VW T3 Custom and the Gordon Murray Automotive. I love the color on the Gordon Murray T50S, and we finish off with the Hot Wings, the Pontiac Aztek Custom, and the Speed Driver. All right. Is this the most anticipated case? It is because of the F40. That's the big question to ask. And now you look at, and you go, and we grade this. I graded it an A, and I'll continue that because this is a really good regular treasure hunt. I think this is a fabulous super treasure hunt. I could see some people saying it's a little bland. It's not. That color is so cool, and that's a great choice. Followed by the Bugatti in the L case, right? You get the purple Bugatti, so they're going supercar on those supers. There's the regular. Obviously, the Ferraris make this a major highlight of this case and make it a great grade. This is, I think, the gem of the case. This ain't bad either. Boy, red is the color, isn't it? And then, of course, you have a recolor of this. And if I didn't show this in the International case from A&J Toys, I'll show this here. This came from Mattel. If you're looking for the K case in Walmart, you might want to look for these two as well. These are the two Zamex, number 7 and 8. Punk Rod. It's okay. It's okay. But the Cadillac Project GTB Hypercar, perfect Zamex, and one of those clean Zamex we talk about, which I think is just really, really nicely done. There you go. You guys tell me what you think. I think that's a very nice case. I gave it an A in the International. I'll give it an A in the regular as well. Thanks, everybody. Bye.